The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The first carry for Amir Abdullah. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and he'll take this back down inside the 20. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
All right. Come on out. Super one. Super one. Here we go. 180.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double-team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now it's gone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Brian Bobby Calhoun. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They start the drive with Abdullah. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Back near the goal line. Here's Wentz. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. On 1st down, Abdullah. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Let's go. Great.
Wins to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches.
There we go. Waiting.
Here's Wentz to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Pulled in at the 24. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bears take over. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 61 yards. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into 1st downs and hopefully points.
They go play action here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. A second down run for Abdullah. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult third down call now.
Now Wentz on third down. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
Come on now. Come on now. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Ski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down. A handoff to Abdullah. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Here we go.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Looking deep downfield. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. It's a big conversion there for the Rams on third down. 51 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. On first and 10, here's Wentz. And that's incomplete. He was looking for James O'Shaughnessy as tight end. And that'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10. Wentz will try again on second down. This is screen to Abdullah. And he's got some space here. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going, and they've got it here with a first down. They'll try to run it in with Abdullah. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now wins. He shakes it off. Flush to his right. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? Second sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get one. That's memorable. Two? Hello.
Now, he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
The Rams on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is third and goal. Here's Mixon. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
Now I wouldn't be surprised if they go for it. 3 points is not ideal. It's not what they want, but it's still only the first half. Take the 3 points and move on.
Carlson able to put this one through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Goff on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Caught left side by Funchess. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing on first is Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
From the 2 now, second and goal. They run, Abdullah. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Amir Abdullah taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Rams have got this back to a one-score game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Carlson now to kick this one away. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Javon Hargrave busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Goff. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Orange. Cut. 80.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On 1st down, Wentz. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Now a give. This is Abdullah. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. From the gun on third down, Wentz. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. The kick by Carlson is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. Well, the offense, they got the ball in a great spot, but they went nowhere. Forced him to take just the 3.
And they'll be, happy taking the 3. But those guys on the other side, they've got to be ecstatic. They didn't let them get anywhere. It made them kick a field goal. That almost feels like they got the advantage, doesn't it?
Onto the field now come the Bears. And they'll run it here. And an alley to run. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes you'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Back to throw. Goff. Completion left side to Miller. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
12. Go.
Out of the gun. Goff. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Henry. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Super. Hey, 17 left. 180.
On first down, gone. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. From the gun, here's Goff. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Javon Hargrave in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now Goff. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He'll field this at the 5. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw on second down is gone. And an alley to run. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. The Bears on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Goff. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. 18 yards there and a first down. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The Bears on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Goff now looks to throw. This complete to Henry over the middle. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw is gone. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Trevor Williams with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. They'll run again. This time it's Abdullah. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they can use something here on 3rd down. Back near the goal line. Here's Wentz. Funches has it complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. Funches with a catch over the middle. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 10 more there and another 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Wentz now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. On the run, Abdullah. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Wentz now to throw. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Fielded at the 33. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the 3rd now in New Orleans. And scoring again, the Saints have extended their lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
180!
From the 50, it's gone. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Javon Hargrave getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. Back now at Soldier Field. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play.
Here we go.
On second down, Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. The Bears on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
180!
Here's Goff. And that is incomplete. Covers that time by Aaron Colvin.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And the Rams getting set to go now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And they begin the drive with Abdullah. Finding room at the 30. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. They go back to Abdullah on 1st. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2. Shotgun now for Wentz. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The Play action. Now Wentz. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. From the gun, it's Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Dante Fowler in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Gone. And this is going to be incomplete. Coverage that time by Aaron Colvin.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball. Whoosh!
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the 1st downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Wentz now on 1st down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. The 20, 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
Well, it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime we have a
right.
defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. After the interception, here's Goff. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
This is fielded at the goal line. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. This is Abdullah. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Again, it's Abdullah. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back, they like to run that play there and try and run over people.
Complete. This is Albert Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The 15 yards through the air and a first down. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
Wentz now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. Back to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. He'll look to throw to Mixon on the check down. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it third down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
The Rams on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Rams on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down. Clock's still rolling here. Fourth down.
Yeah, they've got to remember they cannot spike it. Fourth down, as you noted.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Go.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Malik Jackson able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Chicago, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the week one victory here by a field goal. And they'll have another home date next week as the Indianapolis Colts come to town. Meanwhile, for L.A., they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.